Hey, what's up everyone, it's Cheshire here, and today we're going to go through both of these, the Ajani and the Tezzeret Planeswalker decks. Now, first things first, I have to give props and thank yous to Double Jump Communications and Wizards of the Coast for supplying me with these Planeswalkers decks to talk about. Notoriously, I do not like Planeswalkers decks. However, we're going to cover that because these are a little bit different. The Planeswalker decks are generally made to not really have any kind of constructed impact. The way that they're made is for new people to learn the game, for new players to learn the game, and that's about it. As much as I appreciate that, just give me the second one here, I think that if you want people to buy these, even new players, you should be giving them some sort of incentive other than just boosters for them to actually want to buy them, quite frankly. Oh, I get some boosters? Yay, that's great. Let's chuck those over there. Now, first things first, watch out for this. These are not easy to pop the cards out, and you don't want to damage them. Which I know is funny coming from somebody who just said he doesn't like Planeswalker decks, and usually they're pretty crap. And not what I would expect, but we are going to go through these because these are actually a little bit different. Now, first up, this probably won't see any standard play, Mastery of Metal, but I can tell you what, +1 reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an artifact card. Put that card into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. That's not a bad +1. Sure, it costs 6 to get Tezzeret out, depending on if you're playing Statuary or not. But it's a 6 casting cost Planeswalker with 5 loyalty. Straight up, that's pretty cool. Now, -3, target opponent loses life equal to the number of artifacts you control. Now, this deck, and that is just like a beautiful Tezzeret box. So you bet I'm going to be using that. But this deck, it has about 8 artifacts, which is not nearly enough for that -3. Which says to me that it could have been constructed a little bit better, but, I mean, you're going to be using Tezzeret as a finisher anyway, so shouldn't matter. Now, the last one, however, gain control of all artifact and creatures target opponent controls. That's only for 8. Means that pretty much 4 turns after you play him, you win the game. Because you're just going to steal everything that your opponent has. Everything. I think that's pretty nifty. I'm going to build Tezzeret into a fun artifact-themed, hang on a second, booster packs, into an artifact-themed EDH deck to see how it goes. Because if you can drop Tez and then -3, potentially kill someone, if you're just like making artifact tokens, so many artifact tokens. Yeah, I think that Tez is pretty cool. So, as per every one of these, you get your Tezzeret Master of Metal deck list with some story and stuff. If I can ever open it up all the way. Ha, there we go. So, Tezzeret has been around, the same with Ajani, they've both been around for quite a long time. I think Tezzeret's been around as a Planeswalker for longer, from memory. But super excited to have a set where we have Tezzeret back. And obviously in the next set, it looks like it's very much going to be Nikolai Bolas, or Nicol Bolas, I should say, not Nikolai. But, quick reference guide, so if you need to learn how to play the game, and again, it's why buying one of these each and then playing with your best friend, your worst friend, your biggest enemy, your wife, your husband, your partner. Doesn't matter who. Anyone is fine. Let's, can I find the tab? Can I find the tab? Oh, man. I'm so bad at these tabs. No, there it is. Alright, good. We got it. Don't panic. We got it. Now, again, these are really kind of built here to learn, but each one of them comes with their own specific few, I don't want to say, what's the word? unique, specific only to this deck. Obviously not Merchant's Dockhand. Quickspith Spy. Tezzeret's Betrayal, however, is... So, 3 colorless, blue and a black. Destroy target creature. You may search your library and or graveyard for a card named Tezzeret, Master of Metal. Reveal it, put it into your hand, search, shuffle your library. If you search your library, you may shuffle it. That's pretty cool. It lets you tutor, basically. Ornithopsis, you already know. Augmentating are in the set. In the last set. Here we go. Specialized. Tezzeret's Simulacrum. 3 colors for a 2/3 artifact creature golem. Target opponent loses 1 life. If you control Tezzeret Planeswalker, that player loses 3 life instead. Again, really fits the theme. Fantastic in this deck. The fact that you get 3 of them and not 2 is pretty cool. Treasure Keeper is a fantastic artifact from the new set. Pretty sure Inventor's in the main set. Yep. Pendulum of Patterns isn't. So, 2 colorless artifact. When the patterns enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and then 5 and tap, sacrifice it to draw a card. Probably not something you're going to be doing a heck of a lot, but still pretty cool. Some other stuff in here to get some life, basically. Essence Extraction as well. And some Tezzeret's Touch, which for new players, real good card. Real good. And Reverse Engineer to draw some cards. So I think that overall the Tezzeret deck is pretty solid. I think it's a pretty good deck. Now let's have a look at Ajani's deck. And I'll read Ajani in just a sec. Again, the artwork on these little boxes is just beautiful. I want this as a plastic deck box, Magic. Please, Wizards, give me a plastic deck box. That would be great. So again, story and quick reference, we'll just chuck those to the side. Spend another 15 minutes where I try and open up the deck. Great. Let's pop it down there for a second. Now, Ajani, 6 casting cost Planeswalker, 1 green, 1 white, and 4 colorless for Ajani Vigilant Protector. Again, just looks fantastic too. So, put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature. Reveal cards from the top of your... for +2. For +1, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card into your hand, and then the rest of the bottom of your library in any random order. Really good for EDH. Not great. There's other Ajanis that are better, but if you're a new player, this card's going to be just fine. -11, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature where X is your life total. That creature gains trample until the end of turn. Really is just such a nice finisher. If you can get it out, if you're playing an EDH, you're going to be playing things that give you extra loyalty counters like Doubling Season and stuff like that anyway, so that doesn't matter. I think that even that Ajani is playable more so than the last Planeswalkers decks were in EDH. So we've got Solemn Recruit, which is pretty cool, double striker with Revolt. We have Ajani's Aid, which is 2 colorless, a green, and a white. When Ajani's Aid enters the battlefield, you may search your library or graveyard for a card named Ajani. Reveal it, put it into your hand. If you search, obviously shuffle. Sacrifice the Aid, prevent all combat damage a creature of your choice would deal this turn. So, not bad. It's not terrible either. It's good to search out your Ajani. It stops a creature from dealing you a butt ton of damage. We've got 8 from the cowl. The good thing about this deck is you've got Death Touch. I actually think this is kind of the superior deck. It's all about making your creatures bigger with +1/+1 counters. Some trample and stuff as well. Some creatures that can't be blocked by artifacts, ways to make other creatures unblockable. It just seems like a much more smoothed, solid deck in my honest opinion. But both of them are still pretty good. I wonder which one. Renegade Maps, Prey Upon, Unbridled Growth, Battle of Dragster. Here we go. For white and 3 color sorcery, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not bad. It's not great. It's not going to see standard play at all, which is fine. Because again, the specific cards are apparently not supposed to have impacts on standard and constructed and things like that. Johnny's boosters, Tezzeret's boosters. Let's crack some boosters! Because that's pretty much why we came here, isn't it? We want to see some booster crackage. We'll go straight to the source first, I think. Disallow for Tezzeret? Yeah, you're going to play that, absolutely. Again, booster packs are just random anyway, so there's not much point in me trying to read out what's in the booster pack or anything like that. Herald of Anguish. That's only like a $15 or $20 card at this point, so I'm not going to complain about that. If you were the new player playing this particular deck, you would have been pretty happy. Now Ajani's, it'd be hilarious if I crack an Ajani Planeswalker or a Masterpiece. Actually, would be really hilarious. Ooh, tokens upside down, that's interesting. Yeheni's Expertise. Sorry, new player, you just got a card you can't even play in your deck because it's the wrong color. And last of Boost Peck is going to be Conti's Aether Heart. What is the odds of cracking a mythic out of each one of these decks? Seriously, that's just hilarious. All right, well that's it. I think that both of these decks are pretty solid. They're constructed really nicely. I think they are great for new players. That's fine. The Planeswalkers themselves probably will see some casual commander play. I have no doubt that Tezzeret will, especially when you put it down and then you just drain somebody out. Sounds like a real good plan to me. But I guess we'll see. And that's it for me, so keep cracking packs.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below and share this with everyone.